up everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this one I'm just going to run you through how I drew the study in the middle of this drawing, the one that's laying down. Obviously this piece of footage was taken when it were finished, so we're going to be jumping back in time to start the middle study. So anyway, I've supplied reference photo with permission from the owner in the top corner there, so you can watch what I'm actually working from. And you can see that I've already done the study that's on the left, and that's because I'm right-handed and I tend to just work from left and then move over to right, because it means I'm not leaning on work that I've already done. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start putting in some whites on this dog. I always start off with highlights and with a white charcoal pencil, and basically I'm looking for anything on the subject in reference photo that is paler than the toned paper that I'm working on. So it's paler than that toned paper, it'll get some white applied, and the lighter it is, obviously the more intense that white will be. And because I'm working in black and white, you do have to add a little bit more contrast compared to when you're working in colour, because when you're working in colour you can rely on that colour to make sense of what's going on. But when it's in black and white, if you don't have a little bit more contrast, it can look a little bit flat. So as per usual, all these supplies are listed in description, so if there's anything that I'm using in this video and you're wondering what it is, then just have a little look down below and you'll probably find it in the list. So now that all the whites have been mapped in, I'm going to come in with the black pencil, and I'm just going to start doing exactly the same with darks as what I did with whites. Just applying it everywhere where it's darker than the actual paper. And obviously again we're going to have different intensities, so you've got the really dark area under the chin and neck and what have you, and the ear. And then you've got the areas such as the areas of brown where you've not got light reflecting on it, so it does look darker brown, but it's not as dark as the areas that are actually in shadow, like at top at neck mainly and bottom at chest and what have you. I'm not concerned about making sure all paper's covered up at this point. That'll come in a bit when I start blending. I'm also not going to worry about being too perfect at this stage, because all this rendering is just going to be manipulated when I come to blending stage anyway. So now that everything's been blocked in, I'm just going to come in with a blending stump, and I'm just using this little tiny one because there's lots of small details on a full body study like this. I buy them in packs where they come in various sizes, so I've got quite a few small ones, big ones, medium ones. But I'm just going to be blending blacks for the time being, and then I'll use other end, or I'll use a different blending stump to come back in and do whites. So once it's fully blended, I come back in with the black pencil again, because I need to go back over the darkest areas, because blending always lifts some charcoal off at paper, so it makes it a little bit more muted and gets rid of the darkness. So you need to go back over it again and make it back dark again. So I'm just doing that now, adding it to darkest areas. I don't need to add it to everywhere that I added black to last time, because not everywhere is that dark anyway, so it's just for the areas that are darkest. And I do come back in with a blending stump to just blend that a little bit as well after I've done that, although I did skip filming that little bit on this drawing, I think, so I went straight on to coming back in with white pencil. So now I'm back in with the white pencil, and this is the last layer basically, and I'm going to use it to push any highlights, tidy up any little bits that need to be made a little bit more accurate, and also add any details and textures and that sort of thing. I might be back and forth a little bit between white pencil and black pencil at this stage, just to get things right. And I'll also be using a blending stump in various places as well, just to soften things up where it needs to be. So yeah, this is just like a little bit of a back and forth playing around layer to make it, you know, just look the way that you want it, and refining everything and making it look finished. So as I get closer to completion, I thought I'd just mention why I've faded out the back leg and tail the way that I have. Some of you might be wondering why I've done that, and basically it's because I had limited photos of this dog because they've passed away, and not all photos and poses fit together that well in a montage. So sometimes you've just got to put in part of a study and then fade them out so that you can place another study in, and it was only real way that I could make it work with these, especially when you've got full bodies and you've got long legs and tails and things poking around in different directions. It just makes it extra awkward compared to just head studies, for example. And now I'm just adding final touches to the dog. I'm not going to be including grass in this video. I can do it in another video if people want me to do that, but last time I did a foliage video it didn't do very well at all. So anyway, I'll just leave you with a few clips of it all finished, and then a funny little clip of one of my dogs to finish off video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Now we're going in for a treat then. Yeah? We're going in for a treat. Come on then.